Values and the data type, part 5. Operators. An operators is basically a symbol. Symbol like plus, minus, asterisk, slash, module, or a token which performs arithmetical or logical operation and gives meaningful result to an arithmetical expression or an arithmetical statement. The values, the variable and the constant are called as the operand. So the value which we give like 5 plus 6 or 5 plus a. So 5 and a are the operand and the plus sign is the operator. So here you can see an example, p equal to a asterisk a plus 2 asterisk a asterisk b, where p is the variable where you are assigning the value, then the assignment operator equal to a, 2 and b are the operand, plus and the asterisk sign are the operators. Arithmetical expression. An arithmetical expression contains variables, constants and arithmetical operators together to produce meaningful result. For example, x plus y, b minus 4 multiplied by a. So that multiplication sign we use as an asterisk. Arithmetical statement. When an arithmetical expression is assigned to a variable, then it is known as arithmetical statement. For example, m equal to x plus y. So x plus y is the expression which is assigned to the variable m. So the value will be stored, the value of x plus y will be stored in m. Then d equal to b minus 4 asterisk a. So the value of the expression b minus 4 multiplied by a will be stored in the variable d. Types of operators: arithmetical operators, relational operators and logical operators. Arithmetical operators: the operator which are used to perform arithmetical calculation in a program. Like plus, 5 plus 3 becomes 8, minus 5 minus 3, it is 2. Then asterisk is used for multiplication, 5 into 3 becomes 15. Slash is used for division, that is 21 slash 6 becomes 3. Then module sign, that is module sign is used to get the remainder. When we divide 10, module 3 we give, that means when we are dividing 10 by 3, we get the remainder as 1. Precedence or hierarchy of operator. It means that which operator has to be executed first. First is parenthesis, the bracket, then the unary operator, that is increment and decrement, exponent, that is power, like a to the power 2, we write a caret 2, then module, then multiplication, division, then sixth is addition and subtraction. The expression is evaluated from left to right. In case of equal priority, the operator that appear first will be evaluated first. Like the multiplication and division has a priority as a fifth. Both are having the same priority. So the whichever will come first from the left side will be evaluated. In the same case, the addition and the subtraction, that is having the same priority. So whichever come first from the left to right will be evaluated first. When we write a program in Java, it is necessary to represent the arithmetical expression into a Java expression. Like in arithmetical expression, we write a, b, c. It means a into b into c, which in Java expression, we have to write a asterisk b asterisk c. A, b minus bc plus ca, that is a asterisk b minus b asterisk c plus c asterisk a to the power 2 plus b to the power 2 minus c to the power 2. So a asterisk a plus b asterisk b minus c asterisk c. 2 inside bracket L plus B be written as 2 asterisk L plus B inside bracket. PTR by 100 should be written as P asterisk R asterisk T slash 100. Then 1 by 3 AB plus 1 by 2 CD should be written as 1.0 by 3.0 asterisk A asterisk B plus 1.0 slash 2.0 asterisk C asterisk D. Relational operators. Relational operators are used to compare two expressions. The result of a relational operator is a Boolean value that can be either true or false. So first is equal to. Here we are using double equal to sign because single equal to is used as an assignment operator. So for checking whether both the values are same or not, here we are using double equal to sign. So 8 equal to 5, the condition is false. So output is written as false. Not equal to 5, not equal to 3. So the condition is true. 5 is not equal to 3, so an output is true. Greater than 6 is greater than 4, output is true. 5 is less than 5, no, 5 is equal to 5, so the condition is false. Then 7 is greater than equal to 7. Yes, it is not greater than, but it is equal to 7, so the condition is true. 10 less than equal to 6. It is neither equal to nor less than 6, so it is false. Logical operators. Java support 3 logical operators: and, or, and not. They are used with one or more relational expression and result in either true or false. In case of logical operator and, the both side the relational expression should be true, then the total condition will be true, otherwise it will be false. Like the example 5 equal to 5 and is true, but 3 is not greater than 6, so the total condition is false. Next is 10 is greater than equal to 5, so 10 is greater than 5, condition is true, and other side the relational expression 3 is not equal to 5, that is also true. So since both the side is of the relational expression is true, so the total condition is true. In the case of or operator, if either of the two conditions are true, then it is true. But if both the conditions are false, then only it will be false. For example, 5 is equal to 5, that part is true, and 3 is greater than 6, it is false. But till then the condition will be true, since one part of the relational operator is true. Then 5 is greater than equal to 10, that part is false. Then 3 is equal to 5, that part of the relational expression is also false. Since both the side the expression is false of the logical operator or, so the output is also false. Then not. False if the condition is true and true if the condition is false. Not 5 is equal to 5. So 5 is equal to 5, that is the condition is true, but since not operator is used, the output will be false. 6 is less than equal to 4, the condition is false, but since not operator is used, so the output is true. Forms of operators. There are 3 forms of operator: unary operator, binary operator, and ternary operator. Unary operators. An arithmetical operator which is applied to a single operand is known as unary operator. Unary operators are of 3 types: unary plus operator, unary minus operator, then unary increment and the decrement operator. Unary plus operator. This operator is used before the operand. It is applied to a variable which result in the same value of the variable. For example, if a equal to 8, then plus a will result in 8. If a equal to minus 12, then plus a will result in minus 12. Unary minus operator. This operator is used before the operand. Unary minus reverse the sign of the operand. For example, if a equal to 4, then minus a will result in minus 4. If a equal to 0, then minus a will result in 0. If a equal to minus 3.6, then minus a will result in 3.6. Unary increment and the decrement operator. Unary increment operator plus plus increases the value of an operand by 1, and unary decrement operator minus minus decreases the value of the operand by 1. For example, x equal to x plus 1, by applying increment operator it can be written as x plus plus or plus plus x. X equal to x minus 1, by applying decrement operator it can be written as x minus minus or minus minus x. Unary increment and decrement operator are of two types: prefixed and postfixed. Prefix. When increment or the decrement operators are applied before the operand, they are known as prefix operators. Plus plus OP or minus minus OP evaluates to the value of the operand after the increment or the decrement operation. This operator works on the principle of change before action. This means the value of the variable changes before the operation takes place. For example, if we take plus plus OP and OP value is given as 5, then it first change it to 6 and then gets evaluated. Or minus minus OP, then it will change to 4 and then it will get evaluated. Postfix. When increment or the decrement operators applied after the operand, they are known as the postfix operator. OP plus plus or OP minus minus evaluates the value of the operands before the increment or the decrement operation. Here the first evaluation is done, then the value of OP plus plus is increased or OP minus minus is decreased. This operator works on the principle of change after the action. This means that the operands will be affected after performing the operation. Difference between prefix and postfix. So the first difference of the prefix, in the prefix side, increment or the decrement operators are applied before operand, but in postfix, increment or the decrement operators are applied after operand. In prefix, it works on the principle of change before action, but in case of postfix, it works on the principle of change after the action. In prefix, first the value of the variable changes, then the operation or the evaluation takes place. But in the case of postfix, first the operation or the evaluation takes place, then the value of the variable changes. Example of prefix is plus plus a or minus minus p. But in the postfix, the example of postfix is a plus plus or p minus minus. So let's see the example and see how to use the postfix and the prefix of the increment and the decrement operator. Here it is p equal to 5 and we have to find d equal to plus plus p plus 5. So plus plus p, this is the prefixed it is. First we'll increase the value of p and then we'll evaluate. So let's write here d equal to then plus plus p. So first we'll increase. So p's value was 5. So first we'll increase to 6. So plus plus means plus 1. 1 we have to increase, plus 6, then plus 5. So 6 plus 5, it becomes 11. Then let's see the example 2. Here a equal to 48 and find a equal to a plus 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 a. So here it is postfixed and here it is prefixed. So how to do? So first of all, let's write a equal to, then here you can see a plus plus. First we'll write the value of a and then increase. So first we'll write here 48 and then we'll increase, or you can write with the pencil in small size, then we have increased it to 49. First we have written, then we have increased. Then we'll give the plus sign. So now the value of a is 49. After writing, it has increased 49. Then we have given the plus sign. Here it is prefix plus plus a. So after you have already the a's value has increased to 49. Here it is saying first will increase and then write. So it was 49. Now again it has increased to 50. So plus plus 1 it will increase. Now it is 50 and then here we are going to write here 50. So it is 98. So let's see the example 3. Here c equal to 2 and then find d equal to plus plus c plus then plus 4. So c's value is 2. Let us write d equal to here plus plus c. So first we'll increase the value of c and then write. So here 2 it was, then plus plus c. So it became 3. Then we'll write plus. Then here first we'll write and then increase. So now my value of c is 3. So here also the value of c will be 3. Then it has increased to 4. So but afterwards there is no more c is there. It is just the plus 4 is present. So we'll write 4. If there would have been any more c, then we would have written that value as 4. But here once more I am saying d equal to plus plus c. First we'll increase and then write. So c's value was 2. So we have increased 3 and we have written. Then plus sign. Here it is saying first you write and then increase. So my value of c became 3 here. So here also we have to write 3. Then plus. Then afterwards it has increased to 4, but it is of no use anymore. But here then plus 4, this plus 4 we have written. So now the value 3 plus 3 6 plus 4 10. Value of d is 10. Let's see here the value of n. So here m value is 12. So here written n equal to, let's write n equal to m plus plus. First we'll write, then increase the value of m. So first we'll write 12 we have written as it is. Then here it is increased to 13. We'll write afterwards, after writing it has increased to 13. Then into 5. So we'll multiply by 5. Then plus. Here it is saying first we'll decrease and then write. So already after writing 12, m value has increased to 13. But here minus minus m. So here it is going to decrease. So 13 minus 1, it became 12. So now the value of m became 12. Now how to solve? First we have to multiply. Here it became 60 plus 12, 72. One more example. Let us see the another example. Here it is given if y equal to 14, z value you have to write. So here let's write z equal to. So here then here we'll write plus plus y. First we'll increase and then write. So it became 15. Then we'll multiply 15. Then we'll give the bracket. Here, so y value became 15. So here also it will become, write 15, because first we'll write and then increase. So we'll write first the value, because here my value of y became 15. So that same value will be 15. then it has increased to 16, but of no use, plus 5. So here what we'll do, first we'll do the bracket. Here also it will be, so first we'll complete the bracket. So here 15 into 15 plus 5, it is 20. So now we have came out of the bracket. Now 15 into 20. So 300. So the value is 300. Now again let's see the next example. Here value of A is 4, B is 3. Now we will find the value of C. So C equal to A, first we'll write and then increase. So 4 will write, now it has increased to 5. Then into, multiply 6, then plus, then plus plus B. First we'll increase and then write. So B's value is 3, now it became 4. Then multiply with 5 plus 10. Now we'll see, first we'll do the multiplication. 24, 20 plus 10. So it is 30, 54. Again let's see this. If A equal to 8, find the value of C. So here C equal to, first we'll increase. So 8, it was 9, A value became 9. So here also we have to first write and then increase. So here it was 9. So here also we have to write the value as 9. Then it has become 10. But of no use, plus 4, 22. Next one, here A's value 12, B's value 8. Find the value of C. So here again we are writing C equal to, then A's value 12, so it is normal one. So 12 multiplied plus plus A. Now first we'll increase. So 12, it was 12 plus, so it became 13 by 6 plus B's value, it is 8. Then after that B's value has increased, but increased to 9, but of no use. Then module 3. So in this case, first of all we have to solve the module. So module means the remainder. So if we'll divide 8 by 3, so my remainder is 2. So we'll write here first 12 into 13 by 6 plus 2. Next one, here we'll multiply 12 into 13. So 1, 5, 6 by 6 plus 2. So we have to divide now. 1, it is 26 So here it will be equal to 26 plus 2 28. So this the use of, you can solve the problem by using the prefix and the postfix of the increment and the decrement operator. Binary arithmetic operator, and by arithmetic operator which deals with two operand is known as binary arithmetic operator. So we can see there addition, that is symbol is plus, a plus b. If a's value is 22, b's value is 5, then the result will be 27. Subtraction a minus b, the result is 17. Multiplication a asterisk b, then the value of a into b is 110. Division, when a is divided by b, the value is 4. If module or the remainder a module b, the result is 2. Ternary operator are also called as a conditional assessment. Ternary operator deals with three operands. It is also called conditional assessment statement because the value assigned to the variable depends upon a logical expression. The syntax of the ternary operator is variable equal to test expression, then the question mark, then expression 1 colon expression 2. For example, max equal to a is greater than b, then a question mark. If the condition will be true, then the value will be 15, and if the condition is false, then the max value will be 4. So let's see the example that how the if-else statement can be written using the ternary operator. So example 1, rewrite the snippet using the ternary operator. So here if and then the condition is given, then d equal to a minus b, and here else if the condition is false, then it will be d equal to b minus a. So the value is going to store, you are going to store the value in d. So you will write here d equal to, then we'll write the condition, that is a is greater than b. So after writing the condition, we'll give the question mark. Then the true part, that is a minus b, and then a colon, and then the false part. If the condition is false, then it will come to this part. So, and then a semicolon. So in this way we'll write. So let's see the next example, example 2. If basic is greater than 1 lakh, then tax is equal to 1000, else tax equal to 0. So here we are going to store the value in tax. So tax equal to, then we'll give the condition, basic is greater than 1 lakh, then the question mark, then we'll write the value. So if it is true, then 1000, else if the condition is false, then it will come to 0. So value will be stored in the tax. Next example, if a plus b is greater than c, then k value will be 15, and then we are going to display the value of k. And if the condition is false, a plus b is less than c, then we'll come to else part, and k value will be given 30 and the display. So in this place we are going to store the value in k. So we'll write k equal to, then we'll give the condition a plus b is greater than c. The condition is given, then we'll give the question mark and we'll give the value, because twice giving the same output is not necessary. First we'll write if the condition is true, then it will be 15, and if the condition is false, then it will take the value as 30. After giving this, we have to give the display, because both the part the display is there. So system dot out dot print ln, right, k. So in this way we can convert the if else statement to ternary using the ternary operator. Compound assignment operators. Compound assignment operators are used to perform an operation with the value currently stored in a variable and stored the new value in the same variable. The compound assignment operator are also called as shorthand operation. A shorthand expression can be written only when a variable is used as accumulator or counter in expression. That is, the same variable is to be used both after and before the assignment sign. For example, like the expression a equal to a plus b in a shorthand form or by using the compound assignment operator can be written a plus equal to b. C equal to c minus d can be written as c minus equal to d. M equal to m into 10 can be written as m asterisk equal to 10. D equal to d by 2 can be written in a shorthand form as a d slash equal to 2. X equal to x module 2 can be written as x module equal to 2. The expression value plus is equal to c is equivalent to value plus c. A minus equal to 5 is equivalent to a equal to a minus 5. Thus we can see the variable which is used before and after the assignment operator. So in those type of expression we can use the shorthand form or the compound assignment operator. So this type of variable are used as a counter where the new value is stored in the same variable again and again. Assignment operator equal to sign. The assignment operator is used to assign or store a value to a variable. For example, a equal to 10, it assign the value 10 to the variable a. B equal to 5, it assign the value 5 to the variable b.